Hi, how are you? This is Steve Knoyer from The Inspired Coach, developing fearless leaders of tomorrow. And I hope you're having a great day. There's a couple things that I want to touch bases with today that I find are fairly important, and it's about how you view the world. It's understanding that you are the architect, you're the engineer, you are the creator of your world by your thoughts every single day. For me to sit here and make a video in my home, it was I had to think of that, right? I had to create that. I feel I have a perspective of value for other people, and I have a platform to be able to do that. So when I said, wow, this is really fun, I really want to help uh, young people with leadership skills to give them a sense of power that they can have anything they want in their world if they just focus on who they are. Right? So this whole premise that I'm talking about is basically if you, it's the philosophy that if you squeeze a lemon, what's going to come out of it, right? Lemon juice. You're not going to squeeze a lemon and an orange juice is going to come out of it, right? Lemon juice is going to come out of it. So I want you to understand who you are. So for instance, basically like the philosophy of my book, do your best, go out of your way, make those around you better, and have fun. Well, that comes from a philosophy because I made a declaration to the world that I am going to live my life in love, peace, and inspiration. It's a worthy goal. It's the attainment of a worthy goal. But what happens when you make a declaration to yourself, to God, to the universe, to say, this is who I am, then you can really condition yourself to respond to any situation in a way that supports you, where you don't feel guilty, where you don't do something that is out of your character because you have set a standard on a declaration that you made about who you are. Right? So how do you do that? Well, you understand that there are a plethora of values out there that you hold dear. Well, I could do a values workshop with you to help you understand what you hold in the highest regard, what you hold as your highest values. And when you connect with your highest values in order, well, then I can help you see how you can use those values to drastically improve your life, to pull you towards your outcomes rather than you fighting for them. Because usually, what happens is you will, have an outcome in your mind. You'll focus on acquiring that outcome, and something throws you off where you don't acquire it. You start to doubt it. You start to question it. And all of a sudden you're looking at people and you're going, wow, they're way more talented than me, and you try to gracefully bow out, but you don't understand that you are the creator of your world, right? You're the one pushing your thoughts into the world, your ability to manifest matter, right? So when you say, it doesn't matter or it does matter, right? You're creating matter with your thoughts. So if I can help you understand that and steer all of your thoughts towards the greater good of yourself expressed, then you can change the world. There's other segments of this leadership program that I really want to share with young people because I'm very disappointed in our education system and the indoctrination by these ideologues that are trying to educate our kids. It's frightening, actually. They're telling them they're weak and they're victims, and it's just insanity when if people buy into these ideas of fear, these ideas of responding emotionally without, any type of constructive critical thinking, is astonishing, because you create your world with every thought. So let's look at that, right? So with all the discourse that's going on in the world right now, it's really interesting to see these people like completely irrational. Like they want to go and fight. They want to bang on Supreme Court doors, just act completely crazy. Well, if you had set a declaration in your own heart that you're going to live your life in love, peace, and inspiration, are you going to be anywhere near that sort of discourse? Well, no, because it's taking you out of love, peace, and inspiration, right? So if you disagree with what's happening, you're going to dress that from what's inside you. If they squeeze a lemon, you're going to get lemon juice. So if I'm living my life in love, peace, and inspiration, well, that's how I'm going to address the issue, because that's the declaration I made to myself. Now, the beautiful thing about when you make a declaration like that, there's a wonderful side effect to it, because when you just declare who you are, I'm going to live my life in love, peace, and inspiration every single day. If you catch yourself out of that feeling, out of that state of mind, if you feel agitated, if you feel frustrated, if you feel angry, well, the beautiful thing is, once you recognize that you're out of love, peace, and inspiration, and you are now in frustration, fear, anger, you're able to see what the trigger was that caused you to get into that emotional state. And it's really interesting, because now, for me, I've been practicing this for years and years and years, and I instantly know. Like, I can see the devil right in his eyes, and I say that as, like, I see what's triggering me. And it's a lot of times it's a belief that I have that I didn't even create. I was indoctrinated to believe, to find a way to go out of my way to be offended. Well, if I live my life from love, peace, and inspiration, and I see somebody do something crazy, well, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy into it. So, for instance, I tell a story, and it's one of my videos, where I had a road rage incident. And to make a long story short, I changed the way I looked at things because of that incident. And now, whenever I see somebody driving crazy or driving erratic, I never go to they're bad first. Like, they're being a jerk, they're being this, they're being that. I get out of the way and I say a blessing. And I want, I sometimes do like a white light meditation where I just project peace, love on this person. So, that matters, right? So when you create matter, it's another little thing I'll talk about, and I kind of talk about even more in depth in my leadership program, my leadership talk course, whatever you want to call it. And there was a study done that you can do in your home. And it's really a wonderful study. Is you take basically water and you fill it up to here, right? Good H2O. And then you put rice in it, white rice. And you fill up 3 of these. You put water up to here, and then you fill it with white rice. So you still see, that clearly there's water in there. And then you go to the first one and you just say, I love you. You just give it all the love. You dig deep in your emotions. What does it feel like to feel love? And then you just project that to the water. And you're like, I love you. Oh my God, I love you so much. You're so beautiful. You are so beautiful. I see you. You're so gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful water. Love you. Well, the next one, you project hate. And I don't even want to tell you how to do it, because then I have to do it and I don't want to do it. But you project, vile and venom towards the second one. And then the third one, you just look at it in disgust. Don't say a word and ignore it. Just walk away. Completely ignore it. Interestingly enough, after a week, the one that you say I love you to and you project kindness and love and gratitude, it starts to ferment the rice, but this wonderful aroma starts to arise from the fermenting of this rice. Well, interesting, the second one, the one that you spew vile and hate onto, it turned into this black bacteria, mold, spores, bad, just really, really polar opposite, same time frame, same everything. And then they got to the third one, which was ignored, and it had this black and, green leaching, and they both smelled horrible. But it was interesting that the power projected from my thoughts, my words, my actions, my overall vibration, there is an actual effect on matter, right? So your words matter, your thoughts matter. In this leadership course for young people, actually anybody's invited that they want, but I'm gearing it more towards the 20-somethings to get them to really, think for themselves, are going to be discussed. I have great exercises involved in this, and, it's just pay attention to the videos that are going to come out. I'm going to be doing live talks and going to be putting the videos out. And, if you have any questions or comments, just go ahead and leave them below. I'd really love to hear a dialogue and see what kind of interest that people have. All right, hope you have yourself a great day. Remember, do your best. Go out of your way to make those around you better. And most importantly, have fun. And we'll see you on the next tape. Tape, I said tape. We'll see you on the next video.